Have you ever had one employee who seemed to thrive with very little direction while another needed constant support? Or maybe you found yourself wondering, why does this approach work so well with one person but not with another? Many leaders spend years trying to find the perfect leadership style, but great leaders know something completely different. There is no single leadership style that works for everyone. I'm Renée Safrata, and in the last video, we talked about having more effective performance conversations because before people can improve, they need clarity. But once you've identified the performance gap and had a conversation, another question begins to emerge. What kind of leadership style does this person need now? One of the most common leadership mistakes is treating everyone the same direction, the same level of support, the same amount of autonomy, regardless of the person or the task. But people don't all need the same thing. Someone who is learning a new skill needs a different approach than someone who has already mastered it. And someone who is highly motivated needs a different approach than someone who is struggling to stay engaged. That's why one leadership style doesn't work, because people aren't all in the same place. Take Bobby, for example. He manages two employees. One is taking on a task they've never done before. They're enthusiastic, but inexperienced. The other has been performing the same task successfully for years. Yet Bobby approaches both employees with exactly the same manner of leadership. The new employee receives very little guidance and feels overwhelmed. The experienced employee receives constant direction and feels micromanaged. Sound familiar? Before long, both employees become frustrated, not because they're incapable, but because they're receiving the wrong kind of leadership. At Vivo Team, we teach leaders to adapt their style based on the person's task-specific competence and motivation. Sometimes people need more showing. They need clear direction. They need clear and frequent feedback and support in learning on how to perform the task successfully. As competence and confidence begin to grow, leaders begin to shift into focusing, providing both direction and encouragement. As people become more capable, leaders move into facilitating, creating opportunities for ownership while continuing to provide support when needed. And when people become highly competent and highly motivated, leaders can delegate, offering guidance where necessary and trusting people to take responsibility for the results. The goal is not to find the right leadership style. The goal is to use the right leadership style for the right person on the right task at the right time. When leaders adopt their approach, people develop faster, confidence grows, accountability increases, and teams become more self-reliant. When leaders fail to adapt, people often receive too much direction and not enough support, and both can slow performance. Not because people lack potential, but because leadership wasn't matched to what was needed. Great leaders don't treat everyone the same. They meet people where they are and they adapt their approach to help people. But adapting your leadership style requires more than a framework. It requires self-awareness, empathy, and the ability to understand how your behavior impacts the behaviors of others. And that's where we'll go next. If you're a leader who wants to bring out the best in people, download Vivo Team's guide, A Taste of Genius, in the link below. Because when you invest in your people, the results will follow.